Thanksgiving dinner. The turkey is carved, the mashed potatoes are piled high, and you've eaten so much stuffing that you're questioning your life choices. Then, right on cue, it hits. That overwhelming urge to pass out on the couch while your uncle fights for control of the TV remote. And every year, someone at the table insists, "Well, it's the turkey. You know turkey makes you sleepy. It's the tryptophan." But is that true, or is it just one of those food myths we all nod along to while secretly wishing dessert would magically roll itself onto the table? Today, we're carving into this question, pun intended, to find out whether turkey really has the power to knock you out, or if it's just the scapegoat for holiday overeating. Right here on History of Food. The whole turkey makes you sleepy idea comes down to one little amino acid with a big name, tryptophan. It's an essential amino acid, meaning our bodies can't make it on their own. We have to get it from food. And yes, turkey has tryptophan. The logic goes like this. Tryptophan helps your brain produce serotonin, which eventually becomes melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. Therefore, turkey equals nap time. Case closed, right? Well, not exactly. If that chain of reasoning were as simple as people make it sound, then eating a turkey sandwich at lunch would have you drooling at your desk by 2 p.m. And unless your boss has walked in on you snoring into a pile of spreadsheets, you know that's not the case. Here's the thing no one tells you at Thanksgiving dinner. Turkey doesn't even have more tryptophan than other common meats. In fact, chicken and beef have similar levels, and some cheeses and nuts have even more. So if tryptophan alone was enough to sedate you, a cheeseburger or a handful of peanuts would send you straight into dreamland. But nobody's blaming the 4th of July barbecue for nationwide afternoon naps. Why? Because turkey isn't special in that regard. It's just the unfortunate holiday mascot that gets roasted, sliced, and then blamed for our post-meal drowsiness. The real culprit isn't the turkey, it's the feast surrounding it. Let's face it, at Thanksgiving or any big turkey meal, you're not just eating lean slices of bird. You're also piling on buttery rolls, mashed potatoes, casseroles, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and that one weird Jell-O salad your aunt insists on making. That's a whole lot of carbohydrates. And when you eat a carb-heavy meal, your body releases insulin to manage all that sugar in your bloodstream. Insulin helps clear out other amino acids, making tryptophan more likely to reach the brain. It's not the turkey doing the heavy lifting. It's the breadbasket and sweet potato casserole teaming up to make you groggy. So yes, tryptophan plays a role, but only in the sense that it finally gets VIP access to your brain after your insulin has cleared the way. It's like the turkey is standing in line at a club all year, but only on Thanksgiving does the bouncer finally wave it in, because mashed potatoes bribed him with extra butter. Ever heard the term food coma? That's a real thing, technically called postprandial somnolence. After a massive meal, blood rushes to your digestive system to deal with the flood of food, leaving you feeling sluggish. Your body is basically saying, "Look, we've got a crisis down here in the stomach. Can you just sit still while we handle this?" Combine that with spiking insulin, serotonin production, and the fact that you've probably had a glass or 3 of wine, and suddenly it's lights out on the couch. Again, turkey is just sitting there, quietly minding its business, while the carbs and alcohol are running a sleep-inducing conspiracy against you. Interestingly, the whole turkey makes you sleepy idea didn't really exist until the 1970s and 80s, when scientists first started studying tryptophan. Before that, if people got sleepy after a big holiday meal, they blamed it on overeating or maybe Uncle Joe's strong eggnog. But once the word tryptophan entered the public vocabulary, turkey became the poster child for drowsiness, even though no one was passing out after chicken dinners. Poor turkey got stuck with the bad PR. Of course, once something gets repeated enough, it becomes common knowledge. Late-night talk shows, sitcoms, and holiday specials all leaned into the idea that turkey equals nap time. And honestly, it makes sense. It's funnier to say, the turkey did it, than to admit you just ate enough calories to sustain a medieval peasant for a week. The myth was catchy, simple, and just believable enough that it stuck around like cranberry sauce stains on a tablecloth. Here's where things get interesting. When taken as a supplement on an empty stomach, tryptophan really can make you sleepy. Back in the 1980s, people even marketed tryptophan pills as natural sleep aids. But that's not the same as eating turkey with stuffing and pie. In a normal meal, all the other proteins and amino acids compete with tryptophan for absorption, so the effect is way less dramatic. Think of it like trying to merge onto a busy highway. Tryptophan is just one of many amino acids. Unless the road clears up, thanks to those carbs, it's not making it into the fast lane. So here's the verdict. The idea that turkey itself is uniquely sleep-inducing is mostly a myth. Turkey does contain tryptophan, yes, but so do lots of other foods, and none of them have the same reputation. The real reason you're sleepy after a holiday turkey feast is the massive combination of carbs, fat, sugar, and alcohol, not to mention the fact that you're probably already running on less sleep thanks to travel, family stress, and staying up late watching holiday movies. In other words, turkey is innocent. The real culprits? Your second helping of mashed potatoes, your third dinner roll, and maybe that third glass of wine you swore you didn't need. But here's the fun part. Food myths like this tell us more about culture than about science. We like simple explanations for complex bodily reactions. It's way easier to joke that turkey makes you sleepy than to give your cousin a lecture about insulin spikes and serotonin production while they're cutting the pumpkin pie. The myth survives because it's neat, catchy, and has just enough science to sound legit. Plus, there's something kind of comforting about blaming the turkey. It permits us to embrace the post-meal nap without guilt. You're not lazy, you're just a victim of poultry biochemistry. That's much easier to swallow than admitting you just couldn't stop at one slice of pecan pie. So the next time you hear someone say turkey makes you sleepy, you can nod politely, take another bite, and know the truth. It's not the turkey's fault. It's the mountain of carbs, the tidal wave of calories, and the river of alcohol that comes with it. Turkey just happened to be the bird in the wrong place at the wrong time. But honestly, whether it's the carbs, the booze, or the myth itself, that post-feast nap is one of the best traditions we have. Because nothing says holiday like a living room full of relatives snoring in unison while the football game blares in the background. And if anyone tries to call you out for dozing off, just tell them, "Don't blame me, blame the turkey." Thank you for watching.